What's up, guys? Tell me if you can hear me. I had to tweak around with some of my settings here. I need a better setup. I gotta work on a better setup here. All right. I want to show you guys a new card I got from a guy in the Discord, actually. It is the Malfeasance Future League promo card. If it's gonna zoom in there. Anyways, pretty cool. I think there's like 32 of these that exist. So I was happy to get this one. I grabbed the signed Necrolich Epic as well with it. Always good to add some of these rare things. Yeah, this Iblis, I don't know if you guys saw my other video. Not quite as rare as I think, but I think overall in the long run it's going to be a prized piece. I don't think they're going to redo this one in the non-Kickstarter version, but they may do a different character. Like they might do a different champion in a secret fashion. So we'll see what happens. Maybe we'll get Odara, a secret Odara. Yeah, Jordan, you should learn how to cut those sheets up, buddy, if these things go for as much as they do. And then I've got the Force Blast, which I always like to show off. I still think this is a really good. I love Jeff. I love the logo on there. So, and then I've actually got, just to show you guys, from Fabulous, I got his. Oh, come on. The glare. The landmine. I'm gonna take this out and show you Mark's promo, because his is a cool logo on there too. You can see him with his arms up. The foil is too, there it is. Anyway, this is a good card too, so Mark got lucky with the promo that he got, which is awesome. Yeah, we've got the promos. Jordan, I've got a stack of them sitting right here. I've got ready to give to Jeff. Got the landmines. I've got my promos. So we're gonna do some exchanges here, and we're gonna make it happen. And there's a few people that we're not gonna have their promos for, unfortunately, but hopefully we get them all. All right. Looks like we got Devin's here too as well, from Edmonton. Devin, I'm going to be in Alberta again, September 6th, going out to Calgary. I do a lot of work with customers in Calgary, so now that stuff's opened up again, I'll be out there more often. Yeah, I really hope they keep doing these promos for us, because I think, you know, it's a pretty cool thing. But I think it helps. I think it adds a lot and gives us something to look forward to as well. All right, this is my last box in my first case that I have here. So I've actually got another case, and I've got some more boxes coming from a buddy who's got a store, so the fun will never end, I hope. We're gonna get some stuff going. I actually did want to show off real quickly here. I'm trying to make a deck. I haven't played in so long, so I made an Alta deck. And it's very basic, but I think what I'm trying to use here. By the way, this card Block, I think it's gonna be a phenomenal card. I just, I don't know. I think it's going to be great. Like I don't know if you guys have seen this one, but prevent the next 2 damage dealt by a target in its awareness. If the damage is prevented by Block for the first time, then draw a card. This can replace itself, and it's a 3 chi card, so I think that's pretty strong. I put in here, I also like Aura Purge a lot. I put in here some redirects, some Force Blasts, some Picornavirus. This guy here is kind of like what I want to build the deck around, is getting these out. If you can get a few rounds of them out and just start creating a swarm, I wonder if that'll be useful. Although unfortunately there's cards like Electrical Storm and Tsunami that can wipe the board, so we'll see. I'd like to try it out and play and tweak it, see where it goes from there. I was hoping Will would be watching so he could maybe tell me how bad this deck is or isn't. Alright, the audio is good. Can you guys hear okay? Do I need to turn off the other music here? Let me know. Let's get into this. Alright, so I haven't opened any of these in a bit. I want to actually bring these packages over to Haunted Castle Gaming when I meet up with Jeff. So I'm going to keep them all aside and see if I can get a promo card or two. Let's move this in and see if this is better. Fuck the lighting. There we go. Alright. Token. Drawbreak. Aura break. Block. Just gonna go through this kind of slow. I'm trying to watch on the monitor here to see if I should go closer for you guys. Protective Barrier, Clone, High Jump, Territorial Bala, and the Cobra. So did you guys, I know there's not a lot of you out there watching right now, but did everybody watch my video and see about the clone? I actually have a foil clone, which is, I think it's right here somewhere, maybe. Let's see. Maybe not. I've got a whole bunch of cards. I'm trying to flatten them all. It's not working very well. But the clone and the recomposition are the two that really surprised me. And I think that the recomposition I've never seen in foil. So if someone has it, please let me know, because I want to be proven wrong, kind of. But at the same time, I think it's going to be a unique part of history if that's not printed in foil. And if it is in the non-Kickstarter, then who knows? Then maybe they're changing the print sheets, so they might change everything all up. Who knows? If they're not putting the secret cards in, they have to change them. And then there's going to be no epic foils as well, so we'll see. All right, let's see. Aura Purge, High Jump, Flying Kick, Low Blow, Falingua, and Terrible Memories. This, I don't know. I feel like this is a terrible card, but maybe I'm missing something. Name a card. You deal X damage to target champion in Terrible Memories awareness, where X is the total number of cards with that name in that champion's memories. I guess if someone does, like, you know, back when they were doing the Epiphany decks, you know, or if someone goes and blasts a bunch of bolt shots, you can do this, but I don't know. This card is really interesting to me because I still don't get it. Why is there a swift attack that does 1? Okay, let's focus. Another swift attack that does 3. And then if anything is dealt damage, then it may move to a spot adjacent to a target in its awareness. So maybe it's meant to hit your own champion and then be able to move around. I don't know. Yeah, they did reprint Dedicated Studies. That's a good card. I think it's, I have it in my deck right here. Hold on, let me see. What's the cost on that? 2. Yeah, it's only 2. There's going to be some people who can really abuse that card now. 2 energy. If anybody has energy reduction, that's going to be a good one. Alright. So does everybody have their boxes now that's in the community here? I don't know how many people don't have them yet, but I feel bad for you guys. especially when the... Oh, I thought that was the same card. Oh, it's Landmine and Zenith Pulse, Caustic Millipede, and a Bacteriophage. Okay, that's good. First epic. Pretty cool. I was gonna put this in the deck I'm making. There's a lot of cool cards, and I just don't know which ones are the best ones to put in the Phage yet. We'll see. One box sealed and one box on the way from somebody. Well, if you're gonna play the game, or you want to, I would recommend opening it, because you could probably buy some other boxes right now from people. They're still not crazy expensive. Are you in Canada? Who's Tatted? Do we know Tatted? Did you change your name? I don't know. If you're in Canada, there's some stuff available on some of the websites. If you're in the US, you could probably talk to George at Compete Sport. Oh, and this is the rarest uncommon, based on what I did, looking at everything. Somebody tell me if the music's too loud for you. I have the music on again. Something happened and it wasn't working before. Electric Pillar, Mystic Protections, Nullify, Longma. I'm debating if I want to take out any angels for these guys, but I don't know. Gino on Discord. So I think, Gino, did you just start playing, or you started collecting recently? And do you go to Compete Sport, or are you somewhere in Canada? I can't remember. What's crazy is the community is going to start to grow really fast, I think, and we're going to not have this kind of hometown feel where everybody knows each other soon, which is, I mean, it's great for the game. It's going to be hard to keep track of everybody as we get going. Vampiric Kiss. This is Ben's promo card. Snare. Snare is a cool card. I would like to know if people have been playing and using this. So as a Swift, you can place it on an occupied spot. It doesn't say you have to target that spot. So if somebody went and tried to dodge or Oten or something, and you did this in response, put this on the stack, you could snare them and prevent them from being able to move, which is really cool. It kills itself at the end of a round, but it kind of immobilizes them, which is pretty good. Divine Blessing, Warping Sweep, and the Mute Nihonzaru. Pretty cool. So you've been collecting for a while. Gino, you're in the US. Well, George at Compete Sports is going to be getting more boxes, but I think his locals might chew those up. There's a few other stores that carry the product, depending on where you are. Some of the other guys can help you out. I think Jordan might know a little bit more about some of the stores in the Midwest and stuff that carry it. Vegeta. This was a reprint too. In my opinion, I don't know if Mind Reading was really needed to be reprinted, but because it was in the championship deck, maybe that's why. Alright. Vacuumed Vortex. Deceit. Pari. I think Pari is going to be a cool one to play with as well. Warping Sweep, Lava Rider, and another epic already. Put these here. Traumatophobia. This is kind of cool if you were to get this out and then do an electric storm, and there's a whole bunch of ally summons around the person, you could do a lot of extra damage. In my opinion though, it's too circumstantial. I would play it in sideboard, maybe against some swarm decks. Oh, look who decided to join us. Mr. Fabulous himself. We were showing off your card. And then we've got one of these that you're going to be getting. Stop. Camera, stop. I got your stack of cards here, Mr. Fabulous, so it's all in flight. We're making things happen here. Mr. Weston, how you doing? Bermuda. Alright, we're gonna get hopefully another God pack, because I've decided I want more foils, but I don't know where if people are gonna be parting with them and trading them, so we'll see what happens. So yeah, if anybody who's on here doesn't know Fabulous, that is Mark. He's in Montreal, and he does a lot of content around primarily, I would say, Flesh and Blood and Genesis, and I think a few other guys, but I'm going to be honest, I don't really watch any of the Magic content, so if you're doing some of that, I'm probably not the one watching it, but some of the other stuff I like to watch. You're in high spirits all the time. Good guy. And Mark, ironically enough, I got some old Crucible of War boxes from him way back, probably a year ago. I think that's the first time we interacted. Sarah. I still love your video, Mark, when you did the, was it the Monarch or the Tales of Aria, the pre-release? You guys upped the production value of that to spoil that card. Okay, the Gargantuan Rabbit. This guy is a beast. If you can get this out and it can survive a few rounds. Away, Darting Lamasa. I think that is a promo card for somebody. The Vaduta Swarm. Another Picornavirus. Is that 3 of them already? 2. No. With Josie, yeah, for sure. Although in Quebec, would it be Jose? Or maybe that's two different names. I don't know. I thought Jose meant Josie. Maybe not. What's going on with this? Yeah, Rochester. I don't know, the Rochester TCG. I don't know if they're still doing it or not. I hope so. I hope they're not losing stores, but they might be, just because times are tough right now. People are closing up shops, so hopefully they're not, though. Oh, got another snare. Illusory Misplacement. The Earthmane Lion. I believe that is somebody's promo card. I don't know if he's still here watching. I think it's his. Print run must be tricky with balancing growth and not really having a limit for each card in the deck. Yeah, that is actually something that I thought about with cards like this Geomantic Explosions, wherever it is. Let's find it. And one of the things I want to find out is this one. It has an 8-chi. Whenever this decides to zoom in here. So because it's an 8-chi, I'm wondering if that's why it's low printed, just knowing that you can't really have 20 of these in a deck. So, and the cost of it is crazy. So I wonder if there was an intentional short print, if they had to decide on a card to short print, that was picked. Because this probably could have been a rare card. Could have been a rare one, just based on the cost and the chi and what it does. But what's crazy is, yeah, Mark, this is the shortest printed uncommon. If you watch my video, there's only one of them, or there's 1 or 2 on the foil sheets or whatever, so it's the least printed uncommon. And in reality, what ends up happening is some of these uncommons become more rare than are rare to pull, because there's more uncommons to choose from in the uncommon slot. And so it's really interesting when you look at some of that stuff. And I don't know, some of the number stuff is kind of, I get into it mostly because I don't have as much time to play, so the time I have is not when people are around to play. So I try to look at other ways to get involved with the game and still love the game. So the Pain Imp, I was actually, there's something I was thinking about with this guy, because I think there's a card where every time you take one, you lose a life, you can gain a life or something. I don't know if that's one of these. I don't know what it was. There's something to do with losing life, and that might make this Pain Imp either free or trigger some stuff for you, where he might become useful. I don't know. I think this one would be cool in the right deck with the right fighter. This allows you to rotate and attack and then toss the person, and it only costs 4 energy. Like, if you're a brawler, you can just get in there and just start turning and killing, you know, any summons that are around you. If you had a few of these in your hand, you can just keep spinning around and killing people. Yeah, 6 copies of all rares, but 4 geomantics. I know, that's what I was saying. It's a tough one, and what's crazy is the foil is just as rare as all the other cards in the set. So the foil is actually probably more in line with the rest of the cards than the non-foil is. Very interesting. The Mutiny Hanzaru, Inferno Crawler. Yeah, there's going to be some cool brawler decks, I think, Devin. People are just going to go in there and just go to town. You know, you might be able to do a lot of damage really quickly with the right combination here. I'm not really a fan of these break cards, to tell you the truth. I think Hearty Soup will be good. All these strikes, there's an air strike, there's water, earth, fire, electric. They all have one, and they all do the exact same thing for their respective element, which is kind of cool. They're all 3 chi. Quadricultra. Chasm I found was hard to get for some reason too. Flying Kick, Vacuum Vortex, Headlock. And this Wave of Death seemed to have a low pull rate, but it might just be the boxes I had. And again, it's maybe something to do with what the card's effects are and the amount of chi. So we got Ahayam and Psychic Blast. Pretty cool. Tough to have to discard a card and pay 3 energy, and it's 6 chi. I think that's expensive, but I think that this may be something I play in Nubia, just because it's a range and it does 4, and sometimes you get late game where you have a bunch of cards that you can't really use anyway. So, oh, you got your first God pack? Box 5, that's what I think that was when I got it too, 4 or 5. Did you get this thing in it? Iblis or the bunny, Zafar? I have to go back to my pack and my video and see what cards I had in there, because everyone else seems to be getting the same stuff, it seems like, in those God packs. Oh, here is this. Okay, whenever you play an ability that costs life, you gain a life. So that Pain Imp doesn't count, because beckoning it is not an ability, I don't think. Too bad, Mark, sorry. But if you watch my video, you'll realize it may not be such a bad thing that you didn't get the secret. It's not any more difficult to pull, I guess. Turn away. Calculated Assault and the Electrical Storm. Electrical Storm is pretty strong. 3 damage to everything without aerial. and 6 damage to everything with aerials. I just think that's pretty solid. Okay guys, we're due for a foil. Now that Mark's here, we gotta get him. Maybe I'll get Zafar, finish off the secret set. Let's see. Chasm. No, there's the water strike. Another jump. Airstrike. There's the dedicated studies for you. Who was asking about that? I think Devin. Foot stomp. Pummel. Spinning back fist. Low blow. This one's cool too. Does 7. So this is like another one you could put in. Although, I don't know, the affiliation doesn't make sense to me, but I wonder if I should play that with Nubia and kill somebody with that. That'd be so fun. Turn away. The firing Krog, Electrify. I think this Krog might get some heavy play too. He does 5 water damage. And if anything is dealt damage by him, then they get weakness. If you, I mean, man, if you had a bunch of like smaller, where is it, like the Aquatic Lutra or whatever it is, or even if you have these water strikes, you just give the people the water weakness, and then these things are all doing 1 extra damage. If you've got a bunch of little weenies, that can really add up real quick. So who's coming? Mark, are you going to the championship this year? I know you're probably traveling. I think I'll be playing in it, but I haven't played since the last championship live, so I don't know how I'll do, but I gotta get some games in. I need to play. Maybe I should sit down with Jeff and some folks. There's the Aquatic Lutra. Yeah, it deals 2 damage and it's swift. So these might actually not be as bad as I feel like they are, even though they have 1 health. If someone doesn't kill it, I mean, you're basically forced to spend a card to kill it, otherwise it's going to start hitting you pretty quickly. Air Soldier and Inferno Crawler. I think that it's October, maybe November. I hope it's November because I'm going away in October. I don't want to miss it, but I just booked flights and stuff, so I'll miss it if I have to. The Montreal Book Fair. Bring the book fair to the championship. Kareem. Fire Strike. Uppercut. Look at this guy. Range water attack. You got another book coming out, Mark? I guess you did, right? You gotta go do some signatures. Hey, look, we got the non-branded Fabulous card, and the non-branded Jeff Pasito card. I think somebody got Warp Strike too. Volley of Arrows and the Emergent Worm. Cool. This pack feels big. What do you think they snuck in here? God, I hope I get a pre-alpha card, guys. They sure do, Jeff. They sure do. Tashir. Probably my least favorite artwork of the champions in this set. No offense to Philip. He does some great stuff, but that's not one of them. For me, anyways. Direct Punch. Okay, here we go. Another rabbit. I think that's Heads or Tails promo. There's mine. Boom. Force Blast. Caustic Millipede and Rock Crusher. So Mark, now that you have 6 of every rare, you can actually play a game. You have enough to play the game. You can build decks just with this set. That's what's good about it. One of these champs I found was really hard to get, one of these Bazins. Here it is. Here's the card that Who has a foil of this for me? Prove me wrong. I want it only to be proven wrong. I think that there's something to be said about the foils being just as the commons are just as rare as the rares and the uncommons, and the playable cards I think will have some value in foil. All right, Earth Fisher, Electrical Storm, and Lunging Assault. So far I have 3 of these. Let me see if I need any. My binder is right here. And let's just see. Here's my epics. Lunging Assault I need. And then we got 2 phage ones. I need both of those, so that's good. It's good. Trying to get the set. You like that tissue art, Jeff? Oh, that's good. I'm glad, because everybody's got their own idea of what is nice art. By the way, are you doing a chibi Oni? Has that happened yet? And what about chibis for all these guys? Have you already started working on them? Oh, November 19th and 20th is Jose's birthday. Good. You can bring her to Toronto for her birthday, Mark. Is that the book signing week? This one I think is going to be a cool foil. I want that one. Air Shield. This is going to be a very played card. Cleansing Waters. Flying Kit. Vampire Kiss. I think this is a promo too from somebody. And another Filingua. I'm a new player. What are some tips for me? Well, I don't know if you've played, what you've played. Give us an idea what you've played and where you are. If you have some cards, if you need some cards, that sort of stuff, give us some details. We're supposed to argue about art to build controversy. Well, we can, but like, Jeff, like, here's the thing. When I look at some of these, this one here, like this one looks awesome. Let's see. Overall, I don't know who's my favorite champ in this set. That Shun one's pretty cool. I think the Kato ones are pretty good. That one's cool. It's kind of weird. They have different people doing the champs this time. So you get used to the art of certain folks. I mean, this Death Eater one is amazing. That picture. Some of them stand out to me a lot more than others, that's for sure. This one stands out to me. I think if they zoomed in and just had, like, I think this is one that if it was more zoomed in it would be cool, but they want to get that whole like aura around them. Oops, it's not uncommon. Hellchasm, that's cool. Volley of Arrows, that's great. Oh, we got another epic. The Lava Rider. Oh, this is a duplicate. My first duplicate epic. But I got 4 in this box, so that's good. Alright, so the championship is just before your book signing. Okay, perfect. And you like Rain, so play Rain, I think. Hold on 1 second here. Where's my... Let me just grab something. I'm still here. I'm just grabbing something real quick for this new guy. Apologize. All right, Mr. Fable. What's Fabled Legends of TCG? You see this? Where is it? I don't know. That's a beta Kendra. Send me your go on Discord and message me, and I'll send this to you. Hopefully you're not in the States. If you are, it's okay. I'll still pay for the postage. Or you wanted not Kendra, you wanted Rain. Never mind. Hold on, I got Rain too. Give me 1 sec. There we go. That's better. Rain. Yeah, we'll send that one over to you. Let me just write your name on here. Fable Legends TCG. All right. Anyways, we'll try to give you something to flash when you're playing Rain. All right, here we go. Other than that, for Rain, I haven't really played Rain before, but there hasn't been really any dark cards printed in this set, so you might have to go back to J2, get some of those or some of the older sets. And there was Rain one-turn kill decks that were floating around before, but I think some of that got discredited. Some people were playing some stuff wrong or something, or it's just fallen out of favor. But if you go onto the Discord, I think there a section. Somebody tell me there's a section on deck building, or like, do we have like whoever's running the Discord channel should almost make a group for each champion so that we can put tips and tricks for, guys who play each of those. I know I'm in a Flesh and Blood one, and they do that for all the Flesh and Blood heroes. That's pretty good because you can just flip to the hero that you're playing and read about it. Bacteriophage and Lunging Assault. So you don't know much about the game, Fabled Legends. Where are you based out of? Did you say something already? Let me just see. Jeff did a comic style Oni. That's awesome. I wonder if I should play Oni in the championship. Yeah, Alta is the one I made a deck of. Bill, you're missing an Erica. That's the chibi or just like a regular one? Okay, how do we value cards? Where in the States are you? Try to give us a state or a city. Some people on here are from the US too, might be able to help you out. I personally, the way I value cards is by rarity, how rare a card is. For the older stuff, how hard it is to get, coupled with playability or desirability, so to speak. And I'll tell you right now, like, you look at some of the old sets, a lot of that stuff's really rare. And so in my opinion, we're at a point, like right now we're getting, like, look how many rares we got from this box so far. There's 2 per pack. So a rare in Genesis is not like other games in the sense that there's more of them and it's easier to get a complete set, but you also need more than 4 copies of some of these cards to play with. So they had to build the game that way. And so what I would say is, like, the older stuff was only 1 rare in a pack or is less printed, I put a lot of emphasis on. Like I was showing these guys earlier, this card here, I got this off somebody in Discord. That's you can see at the bottom, Future League promo February 2021. There's like only 32 copies of this card that were made. So to me, that's very unique, and I feel like as the game continues to grow, copies like that are going to be extremely hard to find. So I'm trying to snatch those up myself. But oh, for playable value, oh sorry. Okay, so let me show you what's playable value. Okay, when you look at the cards here, up in the top, there's a chi value. This is gonna focus, so it's a 3. So you have a 3 to an 8. You're allowed 250 total chi in a deck with 50 cards. So certain cards are gonna cost a lot more in chi or resources to play. But the reality is you have to have some of these lower chi ones to balance it out. So what you want to do is find a concept or group of cards that you want to be playing with and try to balance and build around that. So there's going to be some cards where you might look at them and go, this is way too much, it takes up way too much chi for something that's not as usable. Now here, first Tsunami in the box, this is a 5 chi. You want to play with Rain. I don't know if Tsunami goes in Rain decks, but this is a great card for value. It hits 6 people potentially, costs 18 aura, it's only a 5 chi, and it does 3 damage to everything in its awareness. So all 6 of those squares, if there's multiple creatures on there, you're hitting a lot of people, so you get more bang for your buck. You're in Missouri too. I don't know if we have any other players in Missouri that I know about. Keep your packs, folks. Mark, I hope you kept your empty packs to recycle. Get some promo cards. Here's Alta. Alright, let's see. We're almost done this box. Divine Blessing, Force Blast, Wave of Death, Redirect, Nullify, and a Winged Alate. So these are the guys in my deck. This is, so for Fabled Legends of TCG, this is a card I just built a deck around because I wanted to play it. I'll move this Origins logo off. So it's a 6 chi, and it only has awareness in front of it, but has 4 health, does an electric attack of 3, as a swift, it's flying, but the trigger there is at the beginning of its turn, you get to place a Vajuda token, which I probably have one here handy, one of these guys. You get to create one of these every round. And so these have 1 health, but it's just a way to like swarm an enemy. And what I want to do is bring out a bunch of these and all over the place. And you know, if you can get a few of these on the board at once and they don't get killed, you can overwhelm somebody, I think, really quickly. Yeah, Mark, if you save these wrappers, and I've actually started saving other sets that I've opened, especially any of the stuff I get in the Patreon. If you save these and you go to Haunted Castle's website, they actually have a program, and for 24 packs you get 1 type of promo card, and there's like a scale and it goes up the more packs you send in. I think the max is 72 packs, gives you the best card, but they will give you promo cards for helping recycle. So keep them and do that. If you already threw them out, just from, oh, first foil, a Vajuda. Maybe I'll play this in my deck. I don't know if you can even tell that's foil. Oh, there we go. So based on my video, there are approximately what did I say? 47, I think, of each foil that were made, and so plus whatever uncut sheets there are, and plus whatever whatever extra ones were printed. I'm sure there's more stuff printed that they have not put into the packs. So that's where it kind of gets sticky, where we don't know if there was some stuff that's been destroyed to make certain cards more rare or not. I don't think they would have done that, to tell you the truth, but you never know. I think this is the first tar pit in the box. I found that that one's a hard one to get to. Protected by Faith, and what do we got? Cackling Scavenger. So in one box, you get about an entire set, I think. 3 health is above average, I would say, in this game for health. Most of the creatures that are 6 chi and over are the only ones that would have that. And so, you know, this guy here, for instance, he's a 6 chi, he's got 5 health. But if you start to look at the commons, you look at some of these. Oh, here's the chicken. Good thing we're looking using the Northern Osel. Somebody watching this is probably like, why the heck are they talking about this card? 5 chi, 3 life. You know, here's another 5 chi, 3 life. 5 chi, 4 life. Maybe it is kind of 3 or 4 is average. But like these guys here are just 1. They're 3 chi and they have 1 life. So there's a lot that only have 1 life, but it's basically like they only cost 4 to bring out. So yeah, more than 50 of each, Jason. I think, you know, you're probably right. It's just one of the challenges is like I'm trying to produce content based on what we know and what we have concrete out there. And so it's really tough. I imagine that they've printed more because there's a lot of times where they're replacing cards. You know, they also keep a few for when they have the championship. They keep some on hand. They keep other cards on hand that are non-foil. So we know that they're printing extra cards to have copies of them. All right. Should we do this or should we save it? We should probably do it. All right. I really hope that there's a pre-alpha. I haven't got a pre-alpha or a signed card yet. The foiling is curling. All right. What do we think? Ooh, a Hayam. Do I already have this one? I don't know. I have some of them here. Let's see. Do I have them in here? These are all my foils that aren't underneath, getting flattened. I think I might have. Those are J2. Where the heck? My epics must be the ones that I'm flattening right now. Or there's more. I got a whole stack of shite here. Hold on. These are the for people who didn't get the Discord party. These are the promos with the little balloon. There was 4 champs that they made. Oh yeah, here they are. So here's all my electrical storms. 1 from each box. Then I've got Air Soldier. Is that just 1? Yeah. Mute, Nihonzaru, Rock Crusher, Water Warp, Bacteriophage, Electropheromones, Perconavirus, Inferno Crawler, Lava Rider, and Malefic Impalement. So we got a new one that we need, which is good. We're gonna put that in a sleeve just because I may sneeze or something on this, who knows. All right, the next one is Terrible Memories. All right, I do not want a terrible memory of this box. I would love, ooh, I see some wear. This looks like an old card. Hold on, let's see. Let me see if it, with the game intel. Does it look older? Maybe not. It's got the same wear on the edge. Whew, electrical storm, another one. All right, well, warping sweep with rain. Yeah, I mean, is warping sweep the rare one? Let's see, is that in here? I can't remember if that's the rare or the common. Water warp, that's what I was thinking of maybe. Oh no, here it is, warping sweep. So with rain, warp, move to target, then you deal 4 damage. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you could do that for sure. I mean, it's cool. It's kind of like the theme with rain. I don't know how much people use rain's ability to do this living shadows when you have to discard 2, but the Discord link, I don't know if anybody else is still on that's got the Discord link. How do I invite you? Give me one sec. Where can we actually put the link in the invite? Hold on. Just trying to see if there's. How do you invite someone to this thing? Invite people. Here we go. Let's see if this works. Hold on. All right, take care, Mark. Good seeing you. Thanks for sending those cards. I'm just gonna stay on for a second here to help out this guy. See if that Discord link works. And then if it does, you can get onto there and you'll be able to see all the different groups. You can go into general, or you can go into Genesis Finance or community content. You can see posts from me, and then you can reach out to me and I'll send you this this rain beta card. This is the first printing of rain. I don't know if there was there wasn't an alpha rain, I don't think so. Beta was the first one. But yeah, thanks guys for coming out. Sorry we didn't get the pre-alpha. That's the end of this case for me. I'll probably have some more later, and I'm probably going to try to do some box breaks as well if people are interested, because I'm getting to the point now where all I need are some epics and epic rare foils, and I don't want to necessarily just keep cracking for creating more bulk, but we'll see. But anyways, thanks a lot guys. Have a good night. Take care, and we'll chat soon.